Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
I'm Charlie Neff.
And today, Diddy is asking for home confinement.
Yeah, so his sentencing is coming up and he wants to spend his prison time at home.
Next, we'll talk about Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband because Brandon Blackstock has died at the age of 48.
Yeah, and his daughter, we found out, is pregnant.
Oh, tragic. Jimmy Fallon is trying to stave off the late show demons that are taking Colbert. Maybe Kimmel's next. Jimmy Fallon had Greg Gutfield on his show, and some think that it was for political reasons.
Yeah, and Trump says that Fallon is next to be canceled.
Right. And finally, we'll talk about MGK because he is opening up about his breakup with Megan Fox.
Yeah, he confirms the story we broke about their bad breakup during Thanksgiving last year.
Reminder.
We are live. Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. We've been going live on YouTube Monday through Friday around 9:10, between 9:10 and 9:30. So if you're with us right now, you know how it works. Leave your comments in the YouTube comment section. We get to those at the very end of the show, and we have some fun polls too that we'll also touch on.
We're also holding a vote today, so if you want to vote for your favorite host on today's episode, at the end of the show, we will be revealed who got the most votes. So vote Cotton,
wow, pressure.
Cotton for me, C-O-T-T-O-N, and Neff for Neff, all right? Whoever gets the most votes will be crowned the best host of today's episode.
Let's not forget, I was the one that was giving out the free TMZ t-shirts.
Months ago, and you stopped, and people weren't happy about that. So, all right, to begin with, Diddy's lawyer is saying that, we might ask the judge for home confinement instead of a prison stay.
That's wild. So his lead attorney, Mark Agnifilo, did an interview with us with Harvey Levin, and here's a little bit of that clip.
When it comes time for sentencing, would you argue to the judge that the best way to get real professional help is on the outside, not the inside, and therefore house arrest or just house confinement might be more appropriate than prison?
That is certainly an argument that I may make. I think I am certainly going to be asking the judge as a condition of his supervised release that he have appropriate counseling and therapy. I think he needs it. I think he thinks he needs it. And that's the important part. What I think is really irrelevant. He believes that he needs this. He believes that this would make him a better person.
Wow. So he's on a good guy campaign. Diddy really wants to change. Now he knows that he really needs to change his ways. And now, Judge, we ask that you put him in home confinement. Well, it's more of a mansion than a home. And it'll be just luxurious for him there. This judge has been pretty strict with Diddy from the get-go. Judge Subramanian.
Yes.
Now, the jury let Diddy off on a couple of the major charges, but now he's still up on the Mann Act. And this judge who said, no bail, sorry. And now sentencing is coming up early October.
Yeah.
Do you think this judge is likely to let Diddy serve out whatever time he gives at home?
I can't see this being approved by the judge, but they'll definitely make the argument, and it'll be interesting to see what the judge has to say about that. I love that, Harvey in this interview, he totally tapped into his lawyer defense side where he sounds like he's on the council. I mean, just these two lawyers talking about strategy, because that's what it is. But when you hear people talk about strategy of how they're going to present things, what they're going to say, obviously that's important, but it makes it feel less genuine that he wants to get help. I mean, clearly Diddy doesn't want to be in prison, right? And that, to me, is the end-all, be-all. He doesn't want to be in prison. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced that he thinks he even was meant to be in prison at all. So,
it's like a waiter or a waitress who's extra nice to you, and you're like, are you really being nice?
Feels phony a little bit.
Well, you want an extra tip.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, I think that,
You guys have tips in Australia?
No.
I kind of like that, actually. I wish we got rid of the tip system, just paid people more.
Right.
And then, got rid of the tip thing. I'm so sick of the tip thing.
I'm sick of the tip.
It's outrageous.
I never know when to tip as well. If my dog gets groomed, you're supposed to tip then? Where's the line in the sand?
I tip when my cats get bathed.
What about a cup of coffee at Starbucks?
That's beyond. That's right. When
Beyond.
they turn the little iPad and it's like, oh, 18%, 20%, 25%. I'm like, you
Totally.
guys, this is coffee.
Like, there's tip jars at the weed dispensaries I go to. And it's
What?
like, all you did was hand me the box. It's crazy.
Oh, it's outrageous. You know what? You guys should tip us. Leave your tips
Leave
in
your
the
tips.
comments.
your tips.
Oh my God,
Okay.
outrageous.
Next story.
Kelly Clarkson.
This is a very
This is
interesting, very
wild.
tragic story. Kelly Clarkson, her ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock, has died at 48. These two had been in a bit of divorce.
Yeah, they had a horrible divorce. Remember, at
Horrible.
one point, he was living in a Montana house. She filed documents to get him out of there. He wanted to stay there. Ultimately, Kelly won, and then he ended up buying a different house in Montana. But yeah, it was pretty nasty. But this came as a shock because, you know, Kelly had been like on her show, off her show. They had guest hosts. It was unclear exactly what she was going through. And then 2 days ago in the evening, she announced that she was going to be taking a small pause from her Vegas residency. And she had revealed that her ex-husband was sick. And that was the extent of what she had said. Well, the next morning, yesterday morning, it came out, the story broke on, I think it was People, that he died in the morning. So it just happened so fast where we just got the news that he was ill, and then the next morning he passed away.
And that's the father of her kids as well, right?
Yes, they have a couple, I think 2 kids together.
Yeah, and he had another daughter.
Yes, from a previous marriage. And that daughter, the older daughter, we found out about a month ago, she had announced that she was pregnant. We even got a last photo of her and her dad together. I mean, so horrible. But by the way, we have been going live on YouTube, like Harvey has for TMZ Live for our show during the day. And if you watched that live stream yesterday, you would have saw all the action and the buzz in the newsroom when we were working on the story about him passing away. So if you haven't been tuning in, I highly recommend, because it kind of gives you like a glimpse of what it's like in the newsroom when stories are breaking. But yeah, absolutely sad. And it's cool to see Kelly. I mean, you know, she's obviously stepping up because she has to for her children. But it's nice to see her put aside any animosity that she had with her ex-husband to really be there for the family. And, you know, like you mentioned, he had a previous marriage. And so now it's going to be up to the ex-wife and Kelly to really come together and make sure that the kids all still have a relationship together too. There's so many elements.
Yeah, so sad. Like that guy's life was so good, and then like the last 5 years have just been the worst.
Yeah,
like
so
it's crazy
because of his divorce with Kelly, but then
everything.
also the past 3 years he had cancer,
Yeah,
melanoma.
it's just
melanoma.
so sad. Like your life can change, like completely. In an
Totally, you
instant.
never know.
Okay, on to our next story. I find this very interesting. Jimmy Kimmel had
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon had Greg Gutfield on his show, and they didn't talk politics. In fact, they just they gave personal anecdotes about how they're kind of besties and they get up to hijinks together. Now, it's interesting timing that Jimmy would have Greg on his show because Trump has just pat himself on the back for being responsible for Colbert being fired.
Yeah.
He's also said he's taking aim at Jimmy Kimmel, at Jimmy Fallon too. He says
Gayle King, right?
Gayle King, he's taking aim at her. So he's coming for sort of progressive talk show hosts, especially if they're of the late night variety.
Yeah.
And so for Kimmel to have Gutfield, for Fallon to have Gutfield on his show at this time, it says to me that he's trying to make everything all right with Trump in a way and say that, look, I don't want to mix work with politics. I want to have a show we'll only talk about fun stuff with a variety of different people. I don't care about the political leanings, but we'll keep it fun. What's your reading of this?
I do feel like Jimmy Fallon is known for fun. I don't feel like his show is very political. I think like all of his... And partly one of the reasons why he's still successful on air as a late night show, because, you know, late night shows, they're not doing well. They're very expensive to make. People aren't watching cable TV as much as they used to. Everyone gets their, TV experience from like TikTok or YouTube. And Jimmy Fallon on YouTube is massive because of all these fun personal interactions. So I don't think it's really left field for him. But it is interesting that it is Greg Gutfield and not like Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
You know?
Greg Gutfield is a darling of Trump and of Fox and of conservatives. And so for him to have him on and say, basically, we're buddies. I'm best buddies with a very, hard right conservative. And it kind of, he's trying to like telegraph to, I think, other conservatives that we can be bros. We can still be bros.
I kind of like that. I know there's a lot of people that say like, oh, Republicans and Democrats, at least if you're on the far right or the far left, they can't mingle and mix. But it's kind of nice to see, two people of different parties coming together and like still being buds.
Yeah, I think it was probably a pretty smart strategy from Fallon to sort of go, don't
include me.
Don't include me with the others.
Yeah, he still wants his gig.
Okay, on to our final story, MGK.
Yeah, so MGK has a new song called Treading Water from his album Lost Americana. And a lot of people are focusing to the lyrics of this new song, Treading Water. So some of the lyrics say, I broke this home. This will be the last time you hear me say sorry. Kind of suggesting that he is to blame for their split. Obviously, we broke the story that MGK and Megan, they split last year.
But I don't know. Are they still split?
It seems like they might be back together because they were just recently seen on vacation together with their daughter, Saga.
These guys are soulmates. Like one of those sort of like,
yeah, they think they're twin flames. They say they're twin flames. But what I was told last year, because that's when they had this like really massive breakup, Megan was pregnant. So there was like a lot of things going on. They went on a trip for Thanksgiving together. I believe it was in Aspen. And I was told that Megan saw his phone and saw something on his phone, some material that was a relationship ending.
So he was like cheating on her or whatever.
Can't confirm or deny. I know what it is, but we can't say.
All right.
But look, they always had like a very toxic relationship, up and down, up and down. But this, I was told, was like explosive. However, she did give birth to their daughter, Saga. And, sometimes when kids enter the world, things kind of change in your relationship. So it seems like they might be working it out, but it's interesting that this song appears to be kind of breaking down what happened during that breakup. He seems to be taking blame for the breakup. At one point, he even says, like, I ruined the holiday, meaning Thanksgiving. And he sings, the beast killed the beauty, the last petal fell from the rose. And then... yeah, this will be the last time you hear me say sorry.
I am so not into MGK.
What do you mean? Really?
Like I was kind of into him as like an idea or a concept before I started like really listening. Do you listen to his and watch his video clips and listen to his music?
Okay, I didn't like that pop song he came out
so
with.
So lame. Like I thought he was supposed to be cool and he's got the tats and he's dating Megan Fox and
well, but he does all genres.
No, but his video
started
clips,
off
he's
as
like a boy
rap.
band. It's like he's in a boy band
Just
from the
that
90s.
Just that one.
No, they're all lame. Like I thought he was cool and I watched his and listened to his music for the first time and I'm like, hang on.
You listened to one song and it was the boy band song.
He's lame.
I do like his music.
Well, they're case in point. It must be lame. Okay.
Wow, you are fired up today.
Just trying to get some content.
Oh, is that what this is?
All right.
I love MGK.
Time to read out some of the comments if we can see them on our screen at some point, Branson. Oh.
Christian.
Chris, our crypto king, and is in the house. He's gambling on crypto instead of manning the screens. All right.
All right. For the Diddy story, Marsha said, by the time he gets home and can't go anywhere, he will eventually run out of money and he will be homeless. He shouldn't be allowed out of prison, period.
I don't think so, Marsha. I think
Does he have a lot of money? He must have a lot of money.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I think he's going to be okay. Tina Winter said, and give all the Diddy's money to his victims and 50 Cent. Haha.
Whatever happened to 50 Cent's documentary about
I think
Diddy?
he's still
Did it come
filming
out?
it. No, it hasn't come out, but I think it's still in the works.
Too late, 50.
Oh, wow. You don't think during the sentencing time that'll be the time?
We're all bored.
Yeah, we are bored. Though we led it with our show, so.
I know. I know.
For the Kelly Clarkson ex dying story, Marzipan. Oh, I love Marzipan. Do you like marzipan?
That's like almond.
It's like an almond. Oh,
Yeah, but you can't have too
good.
much of it.
I love it. I can eat a whole box of that.
Oh, really?
Marzipan Mandy said, it is weird to say how much relief and sadness Kelly feels at the same time.
Yeah, he must have been really struggling for a few years,
Very
health-wise.
sad. Yeah.
Very sad.
For the Fallon and Gutfield story, Brittany Hemmons said, right, ain't nobody trying to watch no corny ass late night show. I rather catch clips, save me an hour of sleep.
Yep, I mean, that's what everybody is doing these days.
Yeah, I think so. Like everyone catches stuff on YouTube now, TikTok, Instagram. I don't even have cable.
Wow.
Do you?
No,
you don't either.
No, I mean, I do have I have a variety of cable that you don't actually
Oh, like
pay
Australian?
for. What?
You have Australian like
No,
TV?
it's one of these special little things that
yes.
unlocks all the
This
channels.
sounds illegal. A couple miscellaneous comments from you guys. NM said, yay, first time I've caught this live. Hi, guys, from Freo, Western Australia.
No fucking
So
way.
cool.
That is amazing.
You really get our Australian audience in here. We've had like several people tune in from Australia.
I try. What time is it in Freo right now? Must be the middle of the night. Freo is basically the other side of the world from where we are right now.
Oh my God.
It's in Western Australia, like by Perth. Perth, like, is one of the most, if not the most isolated capital city because there's just nothing around.
Wow.
Nothing around. Wow, that's amazing. We got a new Big Down Under podcast come out today, my All Australian podcast. Give that a listen. I actually interviewed someone from Perth recently. Oh yeah, a gold miner from Kalgoorlie.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, we had the gold rush here in California. It's like our big history.
Oh, is that right? The gold rush here?
Yep.
Oh,
It's a big deal. It made a lot of people rich and famous. Another comment from you guys from the most beautiful woman in the world said, get rid of the tip shit. Just pay your workers if you have a business. Hashtag no more tipping.
And we can now reveal
Oh.
who won the poll. 150 votes.
Oh!
Charlie Neff got 56% to 43 or something. It didn't go long enough. Apparently I was surging late when the Australians woke up and I was surging
I will
late.
say it's a little too close.
It's a bit close.
It's a bit close.
There we
but
go.
thank you guys.
Congratulations, nephew, in this episode. And thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you Monday.
Ring the bell. This is TMZ's Inside the Ring, the podcast that hits harder than a steel chair.
Let me shoot it to you real quick.
Every week, we break down the biggest moments in wrestling. SummerSlam is my favorite moment of the year. From jaw-dropping matches and wild returns to the heat that follows superstars long after the bell.
Roman Reigns, we have CM Punk, and we have LA Knight.
CM Punk is the most overrated WWE superstar.
And we're not just talking about it. We're sitting down with the legends, champions, and rising stars who've lived every second of it. New episodes every week. Follow now, because the bell is about to ring.